All right, today what we're going to talk about is how to create a line when you know one point and the slope. Okay, so here's our graph. Now, if our information that we have, we know a point of 4, -3, and we know the slope is -1. Well, the first thing I want you to do is make this slope a fraction if it's not already. Now, we can make any number a fraction by putting it over 1 because it doesn't change the value. Okay. Second thing you need to do is you need to graph this point that you already have. So we're going to put a dot on 4, -3. Remember, we're going to start at our origin. We're going to go to +4, and then -3 means we're going to go down. So here's my point. Okay. Now we're going to use our slope to create more points. You need to create at least 5 points if you have room on your graph. Now, negative tells me that we're moving to the left. So visually, this is what my graph is going to look like. It's going to lean to the left. So that means I'm going to rise 1 and run 1. So I'm going to rise 1, run 1, and put a dot. Again, you're going to do the same thing from that new dot. Rise 1, run 1, put a dot. From that point, rise 1, run 1, rise 1, run 1. Okay, then you're going to draw you a line through that point and put your arrows on it. Now at this point we cannot label it because we have not talked about how to write an equation for that line. Okay, let's look at a second one. If I have a point -5, -6, and my slope is 2, again, the first thing you want to do is make this slope a fraction. So I'm going to put it over 1. We know it's positive, so we know in reality the graph is going to look something similar like this. I'm going to graph this point from -5, -6. From that point I just put on, I'm going to rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. And I'm going to continue doing that until I have a total of 5 points on my graph. The more points you have, the better your line is going to be. So I'm just straightening mine up a little bit. You can have a straight edge and do that, and it will be just fine. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's say we have the point 6, -2, and my slope is 1/3. Okay, this one's already a fraction, so I'm good. We know it's positive, so we're going up and to the right. So I'm going to graph this point, which is 6, -2. So I'm going to rise 1, run 3. Now, if you notice, if I rise 1, I can't run 3 more because I'm out of graph. So what I can do is I can go back to my original point, and this time I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to go down 1 and go to the left. That's still making it lean to the right at the top. So again, from this one, I'm going to go down 1 and to the left. So if I have to change directions, I'm just going to change everything about it. So from here, I would do my point, and there would be my line. Okay. This one, what if we have a slope of 5, -2, and my slope is undefined? What you should remember from undefined is that we have a vertical line. So I'm going to graph this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -2. And for this to be a vertical line, then they've got to all stack on top of each other. And I will draw my line from there. Okay. Again, undefined is vertical. So once I plot my point, I've just got to have a vertical line. Now let's look at one that might be horizontal. So here my slope is 0. So because it's 0, I know it's horizontal. So when I plot my point -3, -2, for it to be horizontal, my points have got to be beside of it. And so at this point, then I'm going to draw a line here. All right, and let's review one more time just with one that has a different slope. So we have the point -3, -2, and my slope was -1/4. Again, negative means we're going to the left. I'm going to plot the point -3, -2. I would be going to the left, so I'm going to rise 1 and run 4. Rise 1, run 4. I'm going to run out, so I'm going to come back. So this time I'm going to drop and go to the right. And there would be my point for that, for my line for that. Okay, if you have any questions, bring them to class tomorrow.